Now see here, we want to map B0 block of main memory to the cache memory lines. If you want to transfer B0 block to the cache memory, to which lines it will be mapped? To apply the direct mapping function k mod n. K value is 0, 0th block of the main memory, and the how many number of line in cache memory? It is 4. So 0 mod 4, it becomes 0. So the 0th block of main memory will map to the 0th line of the cache memory. Line number 0. It will map to the line number 0. Again, we want to transfer B7 block, main memory block. To which lines it will be mapped? Again, apply the direct mapping function E mod n. 7 mod 4, it will becomes 3. 7 mod 4, it will becomes 3. So the B7 block of main memory will map to the line number 3rd, to the cache memory. During the mapping process, the complete data block is transferred from main memory to cache memory along with complete tag. Along with complete tag. In this process, some of the tag bits are mapped with address logic of cache memory, and the rest of bits are stored in the cache controller as a tag. So see here. See here. Now consider the program segment. Suppose program segment is that R0 move R1 add R0 comma R1. This is the memory address. Move R0 comma memory address 0000000, and the move R1 comma 1001 memory address, and add R0 comma R1. So you want to transfer the memory block at 0000 address. Which block is at memory address 0000? Direct cache is applied here. Known format is that you already know that the physical address is represented in one format, that is known as, it is divided into 3 parts: tag, L0 and W0. What L0 represent? L0 represent the number of bits required to represent the line number in the cache memory. W0 represent the number of bits required to represent the word within the block, and tag represent the maximum number of main memory blocks that are possible in each line. So the 4-bit physical address is divided into 3 parts: tag, L0 and W0. How many number of blocks? Total, how many number of lines in the cache memory? 4 lines. So number of bits is 2, and block size is 2 bytes. So the W0 will require 1 bit, and because the physical address is 4-bit, so after subtracting 2 plus 3 from 4, tag value will becomes 1 bit. So represent this address into this form: tag, L0 and W0. L0 contains text 2-bit, so this 0000 will represented in this form. So first 0 is works like as a tag, and the second 00 will becomes it acts like as a L0, and the last 0 acts like as a W0. Represent this address into tag, L0 and W0 in this format. Represent this address into this format. So see here, target is that to which line number, the block number, the address the block number at address 0000 will be mapped. So we will represent this address into this format, and the cache memory contains how total 4 lines 0001, 10 and 11, and the block number B0 of the main memory is already existing in cache memory. That's why the tag value is hit. So because B0 already exists in the cache memory, so it will become cache hit because it is already existing. And B7 and B7 and B7 is already, and B7 is also in the cache memory, so it will also becomes cache hit. So the three addresses is like that. So here 0, it's act like as a tag, and this 00 acts like as a L0, means corresponding line number. So the 00, so the block number at 0, so B0, so the B0 will map to which line number. We will first it is represented in the known format tag L0 and W0. So 4 times 0 will be represented into this form. 0 will be act like as a tag. 00 next 00 acts like as a L0, and the last 0 acts like as a 0. Compare the tag value. Compare the tag value in the lines, cache memory lines, and the known format. So this 0 and this 0, compare. If both are equal, means a cache hit occur. Means that main memory block is already existing in the cache memory. If it is not equal, means cache miss operation, means that corresponding block of main memory does not exist in the cache memory. So at the 0, so this is the B0 block. The tag value is compared with this. This is also 0. This is also 0. So after comparing, it will becomes cache hit. Means the block at the address 0000 is already available in the cache memory. Is already available in the cache memory, and the CPU will access this cache block, because CPU will generate a request for the block. So first it will search in the cache memory. If in the cache memory the block does not exist, then it will be searched in the main memory, and the block will be transferred from main memory to the cache memory. So again, if the CPU generate request for memory reference 1001, so it will be represented in the known format. Applied tag value contains 1 bit and L0 contains 2 bit, W0 contains 1 bit. So these memory address 100 is represented into this known format. So first one is come here, and after that 00 is acts as a line number, and last one is acts like as a word offset. So this is the cache memory. This is the cache memory. This is the cache memory. First you apply the direct mapping function, means k mod n. What is the k value? K value is 1001. It becomes 9. 9 mod 4. 9 mod 4. It becomes 1. So it will be mapped to the first line of the cache memory. So first it will check. The tag value is 1. Here the tag value is 0. So after comparison between the tag value, if it is equal, then the cache hit. Otherwise cache miss. If the cache miss operation means the corresponding main memory block will be transferred from main memory to the cache memory first. So see here tag value is 1, but here tag value is 0. But here tag value is 0. After comparing both, this is not equal. So the miss operation will be performed. So it is the cache miss operation. If the cache miss operation, it means that 100 means means B ninth block means 1009 block means 1001 means B9 block does not exist previously in the cache memory. First, you will brought the B9 main memory block from main memory to the cache memory. How we will bring the B9 main memory block to the cache memory? See here. See here. This is the known format. This is the known format. If the operation is miss operation, if the operation is miss operation, if the operation is miss operation, then the request is forwarded to the main memory. It represented that the corresponding main memory block does not exist in the cache memory. So the reference will be forwarded to the main memory. So the reference will be forwarded to the main memory, and the corresponding main memory will be brought from main memory to the cache memory. How you will bring the main memory block to the cache memory? See here. First, this reference is represented into the known format of main memory. Known format of main memory is tag and W0. Here the physical address is 4-bit and the word block size of main memory is 2 byte. So how many number of bits required to represent the word within the block? Log base 2 to the block size. So it requires 1 bit, and the physical address is 4-bit. So it tag value contains 4 minus 1. It contains 3 bit. So represent into this format. First 3 bit acts like as a tag, and last 1 bit is acts like as a W0. To represent this physical address into known format 100 and 1. This is saying that 100 means address logic of main memory goes directly to the 100 address. 100, what 100 represent? 100 represent 100 value is 4, means fourth block of the means B4 block of the main memory, because 100 is equal to the B4 block. So B4 block of the main memory, and the B4 block of the main memory will be transferred to the cache memory. How it will be transferred? Apply a direct mapping function. The value is 4 mod 4, it becomes 0. So the B4 block of the main memory will be mapped to the line number 0 of the cache memory. So first the cache memory, previously the cache memory contained B0 block at the line number 00. Now the B4 block will map to the will map to the 0 line number. Means B4 block of the main memory will map to the line number 0. So B0 will be replaced. So we will apply a page replacement algorithm. This B0 will be replaced and B4 will be B4 will be transferred from main memory to the cache memory at line number 0, because 4 mod 4 equal to 0. It will be mapped to the line number 0 and the tag value will becomes becomes 1. So again, because at that time the B4 block is currently existing in the cache memory, because the B4 block of main memory is transferred from the main memory to the cache memory, is already transferred. Then CPU generated memory request is initially referred in the direct cache. So the direct cache controller interprets the request as the known format is that tag L0 and W0 line offset field is directly connected to the address decoder of the cache memory. So the respective cache line will be encoded. Existing tag in the enable and the cache line is compared with the CPU generated tag. When both are matching, operation becomes hit. So based on the word offset, the data will be transferred to the CPU. See, when both are not matching, then the reference will be forwarded to the main memory. You have already seen here. If you have already seen here, Here the CPU generated tag is compared with this tag. It is not equal, so the cache miss operation occur. If the cache miss operation occur, then the reference will be transferred to the main memory. Then the corresponding main memory will be bring from main memory to the cache memory. So in the previous example, the B4 block of main memory will be transferred from the main memory to the cache memory at line number 0. At line number 0 in the similar way. In this way, previously B0 block, B4 block was not in the cache memory, because 100 it becomes 4, means B4 block was not in the cache memory. That's why we are applying the direct mapping function 4 mod 0 4, it becomes 0. So B4 block will be mapped to the 0th line of the cache memory. So the B0 block will be replaced with B4. So B0 block will be replaced with B4. Now the CPU generates the request for B0. So it again check in the cache memory. Now at this time the B4 block is in the cache memory. So based on the word offset, the corresponding word of the given block will be transferred to the main memory, to the CPU. In direct cache organization, explicit replacement algorithm not required to replace the cache block, because every main memory block is having fixed location in the cache memory. Tag memory size equal to number of lines into number of tag bit. Number of lines in the previous example was 4 into the number of tag bit was 1. So its tag memory size will be 4 bits. And the disadvantage of direct mapping technique is that, every time you are performing the page replacement algorithm when the required block number does not exist in the cache memory. The disadvantage of cache memory is each cache line is able to hold only one block at a time. So the number of conflict messages will be increased. Because if the CPU generate the request for two blocks and the two blocks are mapped to the same line, but each line contains only one memory block of only one block of the main memory. So how two blocks requested by the CPU can map to the same cache memory line, because each cache memory has only each cache memory contains only one block of the main memory. In the previous example, see here, first the cache memory contain the block of first previously the B0 block of the main memory was at line number 0 in the cache memory, but CPU generate after performing the operation on B0 block, the CPU generate the request for B4 block of the main memory. First it will be checked in the cache memory, but the cache memory does not exist B4 block of the main memory because it contains B0 block at the line number 0. So the reference will be forwarded to the main memory. The B4 block of main memory will be transferred to the cache memory. So 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 that for this a direct mapping function will be used, and the B0 block will be replaced to the B4 block of main memory. See here, in this way, the B4 block of main memory will be transferred to the cache memory. Here B0 will be here B0 replaced with B4. So because the disadvantage of direct mapping is that each line contains only one main memory block. If the CPU generate two blocks that map to the same line, that map to the same cache line, then you will be replace one block of the main memory. If again and again, if the CPU generate more block, all blocks map to the same line number, then you will be perform, then again then more time conflict cache miss operation will be happen. In this case, the cache miss operation will be more, and each time CPU will be perform the replacement algorithm, and each time CPU will be perform the each time replacement operation will be performed, because the CPU request more number of blocks. Each blocks map to the same cache line, but each cache line contains only one block at a time. So you will be perform the replacement operation again and again, so the performance of the system will be decreased. So the performance of the system will be decreased. And this from when the CPU executing program of multiple blocks are used in the program execution, which are mapping into the same cache line, then the cache line blocks are continuously swapping. Means again and again you perform the replacement operation, so the hit ratio is always falling down. This property is known as thrashing. Because in the case of thrashing, you already know that if the system perform more times in swapping and swap out operation, then this technique is known as CPU utilization will be less. This is the direct mapping concept of cache memory. Now we see. Now we see the associate mapping. In this technique, main memory blocks are mapped into the cache memory in a sequential order. That means any main memory block can be blocked into any cache memory line. Therefore, cache memory address is not in use. No need to use the cache memory address to map the main memory block. In the associate mapping function is not in use. So during the mapping, the complete block is transferred to the cache along with the complete tag. So cache controller maintains the tag space to hold the complete tag. Associative cache controller interpret the CPU generated request using the main memory address format. You already know the main memory address format is consists of two parts. First one is tag and second one is word offset W0. Here, this is the associate mapping technique. The main memory address format consists of two parts. First one is tag, second one is word offset. The tag, because in the previous example the physical address was 4 bit, so 3 bit will be used for tag and 1 bit will be used for W0 because the block size is too wide. So you will represent so the tag value will be represented as 3 bit and W0 will be represented as 1 bit. Now you want to map B0 block of the main memory to the cache line. There is no mapping function. In the direct mapping technique, you used the direct mapping function kmod n to map the main memory block to the cache memory line. But here no mapping function is used. The main memory block can map to the any line. So if the CPU generates the request for B0 block, and again in the second statement the CPU generates the request for B4 block, and the third instruction is that add R0 value and R1 value. CPU generate the request for B0 block. Physical address is 0000 4 bit. The associate cache is apply. The main memory request is represented is in the known format tag and W0. Tag requires 3 bit and W0 requires 1 bit. So 0000 will be represented like that, 3 bit for tag and 1 bit for word offset. Compare here. Compare the CPU generated tag value to the cache memory tag, because here the main memory block can be mapped to the any number. So there is no use of any mapping function. So compare this. This 000 is equal to the, because the block is B0. So at B0 the tag value is 00 and the CPU generated tag value is 000. Compare these two tag. These are equal because here 30, here also 30. To compare, it becomes a cache hit operation. If the cache hit operation occur, associative cache controller interprets the CPU generated request as tag word offset. CPU generated tag is compared with the existing tag in the cache controller in parallel. If any one is missing, then the operation becomes set. So based on the word offset, the respective word will be transferred to the CPU. If none of the tag are matching, then then operation become next miss. So the reference will be moved to the main memory. Suppose if the CPU generated tag does not match to any tag of the cache memory, so it becomes a cache miss operation and the reference will be forwarded to the cache memory and the corresponding block will be transferred from main memory to the cache memory. The cache memory controller enables the respective blocks and the transfer into the cache memory using associative mapping technique. In the associative cache design, explicit replacement algorithm are required to replace the cache block with the cache is when the cache is full, because there is no explicit direct mapping because they are in the associative cache mapping. We are not using any mapping function to map the main memory block to the cache memory block. It can map to the any block. That's why we are using an explicit replacement algorithm. And the direct cache mapping, the tag memory size is number of lines into the number of tag bits. So it will become 4 into 3, it will become 12 bit. The disadvantage of associate mapping is implementation of parallel comparison logic circuit is complex and expensive. This is the advantage of associative mapping. See here. Third one is the shared associate cache organization. This is similar to the direct cache mapping, direct mapping technique. This organization comprises the direct and associative mapping drawback, but it removes the drawback of direct and associate mapping. In this organization, cache memory lines are divided into the number of equal parts based on the number of blocks possible in each part at a time. In this organization, each part is divided into number of sets. Number of sets equal to number of lines divided by number of blocks possible in each set at a time and divided by PV. What P represent? P represent number of main memory block possible in each set at a time. Let us consider a two-way set associate cache of 8 byte with the block size of 2 byte. Before organization, because the main memory size is 8 byte, so it contains 8 addresses, each contains 1 byte. So the total size will be 8 byte of the cache memory. And after organization into lines, number of lines is equal to cache memory size divided by block size. So the number of lines will be 4. And each block contains 2 bytes. So the cache memory size will be 8 byte. 2 into 2 byte, it will become 2 byte. Now further combine these lines into one set. The number of set equal to number of line divided by p way. Here you are using 2 way. So the number of lines is equal to 4 divided by 2. It becomes 2 set. Then how many number of set in the cache memory? It will become 2 set. And each set contains 2 lines of the cache memory. See here. Here. The number of set in cache memory equal to n divided by p way. Here 2 way set associate mapping you are using. So 4 divided by 2, number of lines in the cache memory is 4. 4 by 2, it becomes 2. And the number of set in the cache memory is 2 set. And each set contains 2 lines of the cache memory. And each line contains 2 bytes. So what is the size? It also becomes 8 bytes. Because previously, before the organization, the main cache memory size was 8 byte. after the organization, it also cache memory size is 8 byte. Here, two set. Set number 1 contains 2 line, and the set number 1 zeroth set contains 2 line, and each line contains 2 byte, 2 byte, 2 byte. And again, first set contains 2 lines, and each line contains 2 byte. So the total size after the organization will also be 8 byte, 2 into 2 into 2. One base set associate cache becomes direct cache, and n base set associate become fully associative cache. Because one base set associate contains only one set, and one set contains all the lines of the cache memory. That is similar to the direct cache, because in the direct cache contains all the lines of the cache memory, and each line contains the word number of the given block. So one base set associate is equal to the direct cache, because direct cache contains all the line into one set. Here one set contains all the lines. In the direct cache also all the lines will be in one set. That's why we are saying that one way set associate is similar to the direct cache. Now, in the set associate mapping, first you will apply a mapping function to show that in which set the main memory block will be mapped. To which set of the cache memory the main memory block will be mapped. In this technique, mapping function is used to transfer the data from main memory to the cache memory. Main memory function is key mod s is equal to, where key represent the main memory block number, s represent the number of sets. Previously it was n, which represent the number of lines in the direct cache. But here we are using the set associate mapping. So at represented as number of set in the cache memory, and I represent the corresponding set number. Suppose you want to transfer main memory block 0. To which set it will be mapped? To the cache memory. Apply the mapping function 0 mod 2, because the set is, because the how many number of set, because the set is 2. So the set number of set in the cache memory is 2. So 0 mod 2, it becomes 0. So the block number 0 will be mapped to the 0th set of the cache memory. In the similar way, the main memory block number 3rd will be mapped to the first set of the cache memory. Because why it occurs 0 1 0 1? Because the set is only 2. First set is 0th set, and second set is 1 set. That's why here you are seeing that 0 1 0 1 0 1. And if you want to transfer main memory block number 5, to which set it will be mapped in the cache memory? Apply the mapping function 5 mod 2. So it will be mapped to the main memory block number 5 will be mapped to the set number 1 of the cache memory. The above function shows the relationship between main memory block and the cache memory set. The cache memory address is in the U. So associate cache controller interpret the CPU generated request in this format. CPU generate the physical address. Here the physical address is 4-bit. It is represented in known format. First one is tag, second one is set offset. In the direct cat, it was the line offset, but here it is the set offset. And the third one is the word offset. The set number in the cache memory requires the number of bit equal to the number of set to the log, take log value of number of set to the base